Hello guys, this is Wesley Todd with Florida Prison Consulting. This is a follow-up to my video about how to sue a prison. Everybody wants to know, why is it so difficult to sue a prison? And I'm going to explain in more detailed terms why it's so difficult. In 1992, President Bill Clinton signed a law called the Prison Litigation Reform Act of 1992, otherwise known as the PLRA. And this law was basically set up to stop the prisons from being sued, because inmates were coming at the prisons so hard. They were making the prisons reform. They were suing for abuse. They were suing for hazardous conditions. The prisons don't want to be sued. They don't want to have to clean up the black mold. They don't want to have to clean up the open sewage that's been pouring through the dorms for the past 10 years. They want to just get away with murder, rape, everything you could imagine. They want to get away with it. So that's why they structured this law in such a way that makes it very, very difficult for an inmate to actually sue the federal prisons or state prisons. So basically, the Prison Litigation Reform Act of 1992 states that an inmate has to exhaust all administrative remedy prior to bringing a case to federal court. So that means, I explained in the first video how you've got to go through this huge grievance procedure, BP 8, BP 9, BP 10, BP 11, before the courts will ever hear you. And I've done it like literally thousands of times for myself as well as many other people. I have proceeded and actually sued several prisons. I've sued them. I mean, you can pull me up on Pacer, Wesley David Todd. You can see all the times I sued prisons. I had like some of the best cases in the world. This one case, I sued Lompoc Federal Correctional they forced me as an inmate to handle live ammunition as a convicted felon. Then when I turned them in for it, they retaliated by putting me in solitary housing for no reason, and they couldn't keep me in solitary anymore. So they ended up coming back in, researching my property a second time, supposedly, and this time planting a tiny bit of marijuana in my property and calling it mine. This is the kind of stuff these places do on a daily basis, and nobody's holding them accountable because of the fact that inmates are too scared to death to sue. All the inmates talk about, oh, we're going to sue them, we're going to sue this, we're going to get millions of dollars, but unless you follow the PLRA of 1992 and you exhaust all administrative remedies, you're not suing nobody. So when I hear these inmates talking about, oh, we're going to sue this, we're going to sue that, no, you're not going to sue anybody because you don't even file the grievance. Everything is time dated. If you don't file it within a certain amount of days, and then each single step of this is time dated, and then on top of that, like let's say you file the 8 and the guards don't want you to file the 9, maybe they'll ship you real quick to another prison. Maybe they'll throw you in solitary housing. In solitary housing, it's very difficult to get your hands on grievances. And just the huge amount of retaliation that you face when you're writing grievances is insane. You know, I've had drugs planted on me. I've had everything bad you could ever imagine. The most insane retaliation in the world has happened to me because I kept fighting and I kept writing grievances. But you know, on the other side, I'm responsible for getting 26 guards arrested in just one institution and the institution closed. And that was in state. In the feds, I've gotten multiple employees fired, suspended. I've started thousands upon thousands of investigations. And now I've taken it a step further. Now that I'm out, I've given testimony to the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee 4 or 5 times. They're supposed to fly me into Washington, D.C. to give testimony in front of the full Senate about the corruption within the BOP. I've given testimony to the FBI regarding the corruption of the BOP. There's an active, humongous case going on right now against the BOP being handled by the FBI right now. So, you know, it pays to fight. It pays. You can stop this broken system if everybody would just get out their pens and start writing. When I was actually incarcerated, I was writing up to 200 letters a week to U.S. Senate and Congress. And I was lobbying for everybody. I was writing clemency applications. I was writing compassionate release motions. I was just filing like crazy, everything I could possibly do. And if even one inmate per prison had this mentality, we would change this broken system. But this goes back to changing the system now. You can help change the system. I'm going to teach you how to lobby to your U.S. congressmen and your U.S. senators to actually fix this broken system. I'll teach you right here on YouTube if you follow my channel. I will teach you. I'm giving you tens of thousands of dollars with advice for absolutely free, or you can pay me to do it. because I do this for a service. I work for Tiger King, Joe Exotic. I work for other celebrities. I work for bank presidents. If you're locked up and you don't have anybody to turn to, I'm the only one that can help you. I guarantee you. I'm Ray Donovan as far as fixing things in a total legal sense. I will get the senators on the phone, I'll get the congressmen on the phone, and I'll go directly to Washington, D.C. to the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee if need be. But there's not a problem I can't fix as long as you have me on your side. So whether you want the advice for free, just please follow me on YouTube, comment, like, share. If you got any questions, I'll be happy to answer them because I'm really trying hard to build this brand new YouTube channel. So this is the first time this information has ever been given out for free before. The very first time. Nobody does what I do. Follow me for more. God bless.